CT side, Cloud9 on the T side. And already a little bit of utility thrown in there. That one Molotov, just a little wink in my eye, Moses. I enjoy that.
Yes, you have to. You have to love to see where it's going to go. And again, Cloud9, this is just what they did yesterday. Fast towards the B bomb site. This time there's not 4 players there. It's coldzera though. Taco's got the opening kill. coldzera coming unblinded. He hasn't gone down. Just now, finally, it's Rush. And Taco is trapped, but he's going to be able to find Stewie. He's holding on till the very end.
Non-stop action as Rush is going to hit the headshot, taking down Fur. That leaves Phelps and Fallen. A little bit of trouble now. The bomb is not planted yet, but isolated in the corner. Fallen, he can't get out. He had no cover at all. All on Phelps. They know where he is. 1 versus 3, and Rush is going to take him down. Triple kill here. Again, it works.
There was a battle the whole way, though. SK surviving so long in that site. The very poise was Cloud9, delaying the plant, making sure it was all clear before risking it. And the chants come out early. SK is going to be down in this opening round, but we saw how dangerous Fallen Scout could be. They're going to buy up the pistols. Taco as well going for a light buy. He actually dropped the Scout over to Fallen, so he's only got a P250 with no armor. A lot of faith in the captain, the in-game leader for the Brazilians.
This is only the second round, Moses, and already this place is boiling out of control. We've talked about this the whole tournament. You're supposed to win the second round. You win the pistol round, that's the reward. You get some breathing room, you can sort of relax a little bit. That just hasn't been the case this tournament.
No, when it gets to this level of the tournament, you don't get any free rewards. You got to earn it all, and we've seen so many teams turn it around in these second rounds after winning the pistol. So it's skadoodle leading the way with the Scout, using that range, trying to help his teammates, holding the angles. They're being very cautious of any of these delayed peaks, and SK's trying to get a read of what's coming. You can see the blue dots moving around on the minimap. Another smoke into the window to protect Cloud9. And Stewie, as we'll see so frequently, is going to be the first man at the action. That's a kill onto Cloud9, onto coldzera, and they're going to keep moving forward.
Every single kill going their way. No real danger in a round like this. Phelps is up here, and well, he walked into that bullet, I believe.
Fallen's just got to bail out. This is Cloud9 wanting to pile it on early, wanting to get this crowd into it, wanting to build momentum. They know SK is going to be tired from earlier, and they want to make sure they come out hot.
This is why you're going to book your ticket to the next major tournament. This is exactly why you want to be here. Third round coming up, and no surprise at all, SK Gaming just aren't going to have the money, so they have a little bit of free run here. Cloud9, the real test obviously going to be in that 4th round. But kind of for SK too, that 4th round, you're not going to have everything you need. It is going to be a little bit rough. And they just walk into the A-bomb side.
And the cheers already go out. It's going to be a 3rd for Cloud9. No chance for SK to get into this. Not really a whole lot of options of what they can do. What you need to avoid, though, is don't feed this bonus money over to Stewie with the SMG. Don't get killed by it. There's no point in taking these fights. SK Gaming setting up a trap here at the B-bomb site. There's the jump through the window. He's going to get one more before going down. Here's the next SMG. Tarek trying to build up some money. Not able to do it just yet, but they're going to keep the pressure on. He's got 2 players so low. There's the peek out. He gets 1. Now Automatic has fallen, but no big issue here at the end.
Oh, not at all. Taco's very low on health, and maybe coldzera, if he can steal this AK-47, that would be a massive win. Grenade, I don't think it's going to be able to kill him. In fact, it doesn't even touch him, so that's a pretty big win there. coldzera, he's actually going to be very happy walking out of the round with that one.
Yeah, it's quite nice he's able to bring that over. Because like you mentioned, this 4th round is going to be a big test for SK, considering, you know, we see, again, an AWP is going to be passed over to Fallen from Taco, but they're all going to be missing utility. That AK-47 allows coldzera to buy up, you know, an extra flashbang, a Molotov. He has a kit as well. He's got full armor all across the board, so that extra AK-47 helps him out massively.
AWP on Fallen, skadoodle on the other side. Man, has he come alive this major tournament. They need him now more than ever. Shutting down Fallen is a task that almost nobody in the world is up to. 4th round here. the big test for either team. Cloud9, what can they do? They have that one UMP still on Tarek, so maybe he's going to be the front man.
He's definitely got good position at the moment. Remember yesterday against G2, Cloud9 was able to shut down those ops so very much. It was almost a detriment that G2 kept buying back into the double op setup. Fallen here, a different beast with this angle. Inside the A bomb site, it is mid-control for Cloud9, and oh, he's missed his timing. This can actually start getting dangerous over towards the B bomb site. Everyone's getting into position at the moment. Just under a minute remaining in the round, and it's been silence across the map. SK Gaming still has decent utility left as well.
Yes, they do. 45 seconds. Oh! Skadul going to pick up that kill. Right afterwards, the return as Fur goes down. Phelps alone on the bomb site. He has to come up big. He's not even going to get the chance. Skadoodle taking him down from that high ground position. And Taco and Cold Zero have to walk away from this bomb site. There's nothing they can do. Just got to give it up. That advanced position that Tarek is in for the longest time in the beginning.
Yeah.
Normally on Mirage, we say the CT side should not be giving up that easily, that connector control. And they definitely did. I think that's a point that's worth looking forward to in the next couple of rounds. Like, how easily can Cloud9 get in there?
SK is not going to give that up too easily, too frequently. I think part of that is born out of the utility they just didn't have, so not necessarily fighting for it, but you have to say, great entry by Skadoodle onto Fallen with that AWP. Tarek, because of that position, is able to turn the corner so fast and kind of shock that defender in jungle, and then a follow-up from Skadoodle to get the site clean. They're going to chase down these weapons. There goes Taco. Cold Zera still alive. But again, they'll be fine to let him have that. They got 4. SK reeling early on.
That's a big win. You see the timing working out so well there.
Yeah.
Fallen had to cover 2 angles, which is always not easy. Still, that shot on Phelps.
The sound clip that they add in that slow motion is quite nice. Good effect. Makes it feel powerful. There's actually going to be an off. We saw this a couple times. Stewie taking it over because of a good spawn. He's also likes to be usually more aggressive in the early stages of the rounds with the AWP than even Skadoodle, so passes it back over.
But buying into this round for SK Gaming, that's an incredible risk.
It's a lot of faith, isn't it? They're hoping to catch Cloud9 off guard. Skadoodle might have his number again, but he just backs off of it. Very, very close to taking that fight. Cloud9's going to take this one patiently.
They might not realize, I mean, they shouldn't be able to guess what kind of weapon is at play on the other side. It'd be very hard for them to imagine that this is going to be it. 4-0 right now. Plenty of time left as they creep their way up that A ramp and down in that shadow position. We saw earlier how good Zeus was playing. He's actually Phelps a little bit up from it. Molotov, oh, it's going to go down, and the timing, quite good. Fallen with the return kill as well, taking down Stewie. That's a good turn of events here for the Brazilian side. Now they're a man up. Even if they don't have the weaponry, it's looking a lot better. Skadoodle trying to see if he can get a forward position. Molotov in the corner, that's a very good utility use there, and a little bit of spray. Almost taking down Taco. They need that bomb plant though, only 30 seconds here.
This is a bit of a disaster. They didn't use utility. They didn't expect that AWP. It catches them off guard, and they have to pause now to get the smokes down and the choke points. They are going to get into the site. Fallen's got an angle, misses a shot though. They want to plant here. Russia's got it. No one's watching for the spawn run through. They take a little bit of damage, but Cloud9 should be able to sustain this into the post plant. Nade almost does its job. And can they hold from here?
Well, the follow-up nade, taking down Fallen. They have 1 left, and the spray comes in. Automatic, a little bit long range there. And now for no chance at all against Russian Skadoodle. So, last couple of grenades really making a big difference in that one.
You have to respect the boldness of this buy. Fallen taking that AWP, the armor, and CZs into it as well. They know that the money bonus is building up. The losing bonus is going to be at full. Just taking the risk of that one more off. Doesn't work out, but it did catch a couple players off guard. You can see the idea, and Cloud9 recovers up 5-0 and building up a decent amount of money behind some of these. SK's got to get on this board soon. 4 M4s and a shotgun.
Not the biggest downgrade in the world, can definitely be done. Had a couple of more grenades than I was expecting. Is it going to be quite enough? Maybe Fallen is going to get bored over at that A ramp eventually and start looking for for any kind of information that he can. Stewie having a spray battle through the smoke, and he's going to be flashed through. Actually has the advantage now. If Phelps comes back, it's going to be in a lot of trouble here. And oh, what a great boost coming in there. Cold Zero taking down Automatic. Now they have the man lead. They just need to hold tight.
Stewie can play this position by intuition. I think he's heard a footstep or two, and if Phelps gives up that he's not really close to that angle, Stewie could just take advantage of it. So finally a nice opening pick for Cold Zero. Cloud9 used a lot of utility to get this mid control, and all they have to show for it is a manpower disadvantage. What do they have left to execute with? 2 Molotovs of smoke and some flashbangs. They're going to need some kills right off the bat. It's going to be a contact play, and this is exactly what SK wants.
At this range, you are dead if that shotgun hits you. Phelps is going to be going down, Fallen now holding in the corner. Oh no! One of the pellets misses, and Skadoodle gets to live on 30 health. It's Taco and Cold Zero up, and somehow they get all the entries they need, every single one of them.
I tell you what, we've all been there from Fallen. We've all had the shotgun not get that kill. It feels like it should have come through, but a great reaction. Tarek coming up, supporting Skadoodle perfectly and making sure that shotgun cannot get a second shot. It's going to be a 6th in Cold Zero. We've seen this 3 rounds already. He hasn't even been able to get into the action. One of the big strengths of Cloud9 is how fast they take these bomb sites, and the rotating players can't even get in to fight for a round. Cold Zero just going to try and live one more time with this M4. He's being hunted down, though. They don't want him to keep this. It's all down to timing. He wins that fight, and there's no one left from Cloud9 to take advantage. Swap out for the AK likely at the end of this round, and it's going to be 6 for C9, trying to make their way into the grand finals.
This is a bit of a problem because actually,
wow. Oh, it was Skadoodle that got that kill.
It was.
What the hell?
One of the features of this map, when you're on the CT side, is that you're actually supposed to have an easier time getting your star players into action. They can move around a lot. They can be very dynamic. They can even go get a little bit of information to try and figure out what's going on. So I feel like the fact that Cold Zero is not having an easy time getting into it means maybe SK need to loosen up a bit here and let go of some of their players so they can actually go and find some of the action.
I imagine at some point we'll see them do just that, get more aggressive with the rifles, try and take the fight, because sitting back hasn't worked for these first 6 rounds. At some point, you would imagine it would be someone like Fur. We know he likes to be aggressive. There's a kill with the CZ. That's towards the stairs. Skadoodle on point, as he has been, finds a kill onto Fallen. It's great control towards this A site, great control in mid. Cloud9 slowly constricting here on towards A.
Cold gonna get 2 great headshots in, taking down Tarek and Rush. That's not bad at all. And looking for a bit more, though. Skadoodle coming back in, and Cold is only on 12 health down here. Almost gets tagged through the floor there. That could have been dangerous. We still have a minute left, and he's waiting for it. Skadoodle, he's actually reading this situation incredibly well. Gonna be 1 grenade out. He's so paranoid about that ladder. Cold is right on the other side. Could happen. 2 versus 2 now, and Automatic sneaking onto the site. Doesn't get a chance to spot him just yet. Cold is still covering the bomb from the other side there. And Fur is in the CT spawn. You think SK had a very good situation right now. They know Skadoodle's still up there, and time is simply running out now. Only 30 seconds left here. Cloud9, if they can win this round, again, it'd crush the Brazilian economy. Something has to give right now. 25 seconds, flashbang in. Fur with a great spray, hits the headshot, and now Cold Zero gets the last kill in. A triple for him, and finally he's put to play.
That is a god-tier round from Cold Zero. His ability delays and buys so much time, staying on that A ramp. The 2 kills are huge, but just the fact that nobody can find him after that. Automatic finally getting into the fight, coming from the mid flank. He can find nothing. So Cold Zero gets SK on the board. A double off setup now comes out.
Now let's see if it's going to hold true, Moses. We've seen this time and again, especially from SK Gaming, even if they lose a lot around just the 1, and suddenly they've got the right mentality again. Pushing into the underpass is Fallen. He actually gets a flashbang right in his eyes, so can't really stand his ground. He's maybe saw a leg there. Got to be very careful staying in the middle like this, and he's going to try and back off just a bit into the connector. There's the opening kill from Taco, taking down Stewie. That's a good start. Now they can relax a little bit more.
You see these Alpers, you saw Fallen there, so many different angles he takes. Even when he's falling back, he's still on the hunt. And Skadoodle mirroring it, he's keeping track of all the different positions that can be peeked from. Stewie's gone down towards B, that was the second op. What options are left now? They give up that mid control. They feel like they've applied enough pressure there. Readjusting. Smoke just goes down on the A ramp, so that'll delay them a little bit. coldzera is here as well. When he finally got involved, he won SK around almost single-handedly.
Here's a bit of a random factor. If they Molotov that position, it's not always clear if it actually will burn coldzera. Sometimes it will if it's far enough to the right, and sometimes it won't. Phelps already down to 13 health. That's not the best start, but you've got to look out for that. There it is going down. It lands towards the edge. coldzera, his legs are on fire. He can't get out. He goes down to Tarek. Oh, no! Fallen now on the stairwell. Still no smokes to block him off. Maybe that would be a mistake here for Cloud9. They need something, but they actually have no more grenades left. And just 15 seconds. They're almost out of time. There's a flick. Colt gets down immediately, and now it's down to Phelps. He's down from the bomb site, and Taco is miles away. Bomb will definitely go down. It's Taco and Automatic in a one-on-one. And Automatic already with the double kill hiding in the back of the bomb site. Taco's got no grenades. Can he find the AWP shot? That's all he needs. Waiting patiently with the kit already picked up. It's going to be a peek out of the open. He sees it. Automatic gets the triple kill, saves the round, and resets SK Gaming.
What a battle for that bomb site. They use so much utility, Cloud9, on mid-control. They've done it in the past. coldzera, he doesn't even realize he's burning it. He still can't get out. Terror takes him alive. But this fight to cross as well with no smokes there. And then Automatic just goes silent, hiding in the bomb site. Taco has no idea where he's gone.
If you throw that Molotov from the ramp instead of from the apartments, it doesn't always reach that level. So that's why it was so interesting. And to the detriment of coldzera, it was exactly right. And now they're going to go back to something they did in the pistol round. The straight B rush. Fallen completely blind at the moment. Still going to pick up the kill. He loves fighting at this range, but right now, he's got almost the entire Cloud9 team on the other side. Ready and waiting, not quite going to get that one in. Oh, and a headshot from Rook. That's such an incredibly dirty peek coming out. Still a 3-on-3 as Tarek goes down.
That kill from coldzera is huge, though, because it opens up the flank now, but Skadoodle's watching it. He grabs Phelps. That was the opportunity SK wanted. Now Fur and coldzera, they have to decide, do they want to go for this now or do they want to save these weapons? And there's one all the way back at A. Automatic's going to clean that out. coldzera, the last one left. He has a kill. They knew where he was. No chance at sneaking in for a defuse, but he is going to go for it. He wants to fight for this and rush. He starts it out on Fallen, and he closes it on coldzera.
Well, you just might get your wish, good sir. That was, it's looking that way. It's trending in that direction. What is with Rush and these sort of just surgical peaks that are coming in? He's showing no more than he needs to. He's
incredibly focused. You have to remember, too, he was one of the players towards the later stage of his time at Optic who was really, really struggling, and he took that personally. He was very upset that he was having a rough time. Obviously has put a lot of work into his game. And all of these players individually finding their peak at the very same time that they are as a team as well. So this is what's gotten this crowd so electrified.
You could understand the timeout here for SK Gaming, right?
Yes.
They obviously are an incredibly routine team. They want to make sure they can get everything back in focus. They are used to playing against the home crowd as well. They know what that's like. So what is going to be the play? Right now they don't have any money, but in the next round, are we finally going to see that aggression that we're looking for?
The tough part is they've had a couple rounds where they've gone for, they've had those half buys, those partial buys behind one AWP and one rifle, and those kind of rounds you can't really be too aggressive on it, and it's not allowing them to really secure their economy. And the fact that they haven't worked out, that would turn the tables, but now it's just hurting them. Here's Fur. Stewie's just playing with that smoke, keeping the attention on mid while his teammates waltz out of the B bomb site. coldzera's alone. There's the rotation from Taco. Cleans it out with a deagle shot, but what else can he do? He's got to be a hero, and he's caught out in the open. They know where he is. He's pinned. He's working his way around the bomb site, but he can't find a good peek. Reloading, and they're just letting him do all this. They don't care. Cloud9 is so poised at the moment.
It's an interesting little kill coming in from Phelps. But ultimately, they just did not have the weaponry to deal with this round. So Cloud9 are going to bring it home in the end here. Bomb is already planted. Phelps just hoping for an exit and a trade up to a better weapon, maybe.
Yeah, the bonus money would be nice as well. Anything is going to help at this point. Didn't spam down.
Oh.
I mean, you have to imagine, though, the next round is for when this timeout is really, we'll see what they have in store. Because again, much like G2, nothing has worked. Some of the aggression has been shut down. The double up setup has been shut down. Where does SK turn?
Very many times in the past when this has happened to SK Gaming, the one thing that comes to my mind at least would be something like an aggressive push on the A ramp. They really like doing that. I would have preferred if they had the AWP on Fallen, they just don't have the money for it. But either way, I want to see something interesting coming out of here on the Brazilian side. They have got 3 men in the middle, 2 of them running down actually. Oh, and an improvised boost in the middle of all of that. So one and underpass, the boost is in. They see the jump down. Oh, flashbangs are there. And Stewie gets to live for just 1 more second until he goes down to Fallen. Now Tarek is snuck in. He's going to go for the spray. That could have been an easy kill. Had the headshot advantage there. As Phelps goes down, it's still a 4-on-4. And this is all-out chaos. Automatic on the bomb side. The bomb goes down in the middle of that battle in the middle. What is happening?
That's a great reaction. Tarek calls out the numbers. He spots 2. They knew 2 killed Stewie as well. So they know there can only be 1 defender. Skadoodle's in some trouble here. Leisurely just tossing a flashbang into the air. He knows Tarek's covering his back, and because of that play, because it doesn't work out, in the speed of the reaction of the response from Cloud9, SK has no chance of getting back into it. It's usually SK checkmating their opponents in this fashion, but right now, Cloud9 has all the answers.
That's crazy. I mean, you replay that round another 10 times, it's very hard to know that it's going to turn out the same way. Yeah. But they did get stuck in underpass. They couldn't really get out, and the bomb side was just all open once they got that one opening kill. So 10-1. What are we witnessing, Moses? I mean, they're just playing at a whole new level, Cloud9.
Oh, it's incredible, and it's crazy if you think if you go back to the Legend stage, when they went down 0-2, they looked flat. They didn't have any energy to their play. There was none of this kind of aggression that we're seeing. It's been a turnaround. They haven't dropped a map since going 0-2. It looks like that streak might continue here.
Get on. The crowd is loving it. Every flashbang and every smoke. Probably the kills most of all. 10-1.
Here's some more aggression, and actually Phelps blowing off the boots. Abarashi jumps up, cannot avoid Fallen.
There's the A-ramp.
Yep, there's that A-ramp aggression you like, but they go too far. Skadoodle is not fooled. They're trying to kind of lull him into security by that smoke pluming. They think they're falling back behind it, and Fallen pushes through, but Skadoodle's ready. Now all goes quiet across the map.
Nobody's in a very advanced position right now for Cloud9. They've gone and picked up the bomb again. Very hard to know how you're going to play it from this version out. They sort of have some, well, they have 1 smoke, in fact, so not going to be much of a setup.
I think they might just choose a contact play with Cloud9. Skadoodle waiting for this smoke to clear. He's got the advantage of weaponry. Phelps is the only one here. This is a misread from SK. This flank that Taco has towards top mid has got to come out. It's got to be impactful, and he's got to wrap around very quickly. Phelps can't hold him off forever. They know exactly where he is. They're going to run past the Molotov. Skadoodle's got a nade out. He goes down. Phelps still needs to do more. This is not enough. Although the bomb hasn't gotten into the site, that might slow things down, but Taco's in position.
Yes, he is flanking around this 3-on-3. This might very well be the back-breaking moment that SK need. Just a big turnaround here if they can pick up this round and maybe win the last for them as well. Taco walking in, but Tarek is ready. Takes him down with the AK-47, and somehow it's a 2-on-2. That should have been the big flank. Now they need to defuse that bomb. The gun barrel showing. Stewie absolutely knows he can't miss this shot or he's going to be way too close. And Cold Seer is holding on the other side while first sneaking up onto the bomb site. Just ready and waiting, listening for the sound of that defuse. Covering the apartments. Not clicking it yet, just the one tap in there. Stewie taking one down, it's a 1-on-1, but there's simply no time left. Cold Seer, he has to just wait. Oh wow, gonna try and chase him down, and at least he'll be successful in that, but that is a very thin silver lining right now if you're SK Gaming.
Yeah, it's very small consolation. Great 2-on-2 win from Cloud9. Patiently waiting. SK knew where they were. Phelps did everything he could. Props to him for anchoring that bomb site, getting the kill, delaying as long as possible. Just his teammates were so far away. They doubled up at the B bomb site. and that's just too long for the rotation to arrive. A lot of this time, Cloud9 is just taking these fights. They have to be trading perfectly in these because remember, they're using a lot of utility early on for the mid control that they're coming out with, that they don't have a whole lot for the late round executions. And look at this, the change of pace. And it's gonna catch Fallen out in the open. Not ready for that whatsoever. Tarek throws caution to the wind.
Just a pure timing push. You don't almost never see Fallen get caught by something like that, but his mind is somewhere else right now, trying to figure out a way for his team to get back in this game. You see what they can do, pushing onto the side. The spray is in, and Tarek easily going to pick up that kill on Phelps. He just had no cover at all. An automatic putting a lot of pressure on here in the middle. He's going to get one kill, a headshot. The delayed grenade there, but it's too late. Stewie picking it up. And we're looking at a 12-1 lead here in the first half.
You can't even explain that. Automatic should have been dead. They couldn't find it, but this is the crazy play. Tarek just running all the way down. Fallen's not expecting that whatsoever. He just takes more and more each time, but this sequence right here, I guess they're firing at coldzera. I mean, they're firing at Skadoodle next to him, so Automatic gets both of those kills. Everything going Cloud9's way.
Very aggressive in the middle once again. Peeking before the smoke is even in that window. You can shoot through that wall if you know how to do it. Skadoodle trying his very best. Gonna miss the opportunity. What's left on the other team? MP9's Scout and M4 and a lonely Deagle there. This is rough right now.
SK needs these last 2 rounds. Not a whole lot to play with this time. They have to be so passive because they just don't have the nades to do any of their aggressive moves. Cloud9 waiting for something though. It's very passive, very spread out across the map, just a basic default out of C9. They haven't even got a whole lot of information out of this.
On the other hand, this change of pace constantly has got to be very annoying for SK Gaming because almost none of the rounds are similar right now. It can be fast, it can be slow. They're just not sure right now. And a little bit of pressure put on here. Stewie fires a couple of bullets and has actually managed to drag 3 people into this bomb site, which means this A bomb site is only guarded by Fallen. We're going to need a lot of scout headshots, and there's one. Taking down Tarek is a good start. He's trying through the box, and he's going to get shot right down afterwards as coldzera falls. Turning around, automatic for the kill. And it will be a 2-on-2 here. At least they've made it competitive, SK Gaming, in this round, but the MP9s, Moses, you hate to see it.
I mean, they have to go for this. They can't afford to give it away, and it won't matter. Skadoodle with the angle. One more coming. One more to deal with. It's just Taco. No kit. And he's been tagged. Down to 40 HP. Goes for the fight. The coordination out of when Cloud9 hits these bomb sites is on point, even with such a stellar headshot. You mentioned it earlier. Rush is on point. And then obviously pinching at the perfect moment. Phelps can't even help out towards the A. He's got to fight with Stewie at top mid. And you can see it on Taco's face. It just seems like there's nothing they can do.
coldzera's right now at 12 kills. Taco at 4, 5 on Fallen. They are getting some of the kills in these rounds, but they just have no control. There's finally a great kill coming in from Fallen. A little bit too much aggression coming out of Cloud9. They've been very safe in the middle, and finally they do get shut down.
It's hard to call it too much aggression when it's worked so many times.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a great nade onto Stewie and Tarek. Chips him down just a little bit.
Not going to be happy about that one. There is a lot of aggression again on the A ramp, just trying to get that information and also maybe catch somebody off guard here, close range with the UMP, but alone at the bomb site, more or less is Taco. He's got a little bit of backup from coldzera, but wouldn't be surprised if Cold is going to get smoked off from this position, so might be Taco alone with an MP9 here to try and win this 15th round. Very tricky indeed.
This will be so tough. When does the hit come in? They've been quiet across the map. And SK, they haven't really been too aggressive. They are on A ramp, but they haven't pushed for the information. Here it comes, Taco the first point. He's got the opening kill, 5-on-3. They've got to win this. He's trying to lure them into a crossfire, and he's done it. coldzera's got the angle. The Molotov isn't burning him quick enough. Skadoodle gets a kill along with Stewie. It's a 1-on-3 at this B bomb site with the ult.
And SK know how to do this every single day of the week. Just make sure you know where he is and then slowly crush him out of the round. Flick comes in! And he's going to get immediately returned upon by Fallen, but that was so quick. Says something about the kind of mood that Skadoodle is in. It will be 13-2 in the first half in favor of Cloud9. That is still a stunning result.
That shot from Skadoodle makes you feel like he's going to do it, and then he just gets shut down by Fallen. What an adjustment. No chance for Fern, but 2 rounds. What an offensive side put in from Cloud9. Just domination from start to finish once again. And they really, really piled on that score. He's loving it.
Jack picked the right day to show up, didn't he?
That's Tarek's family sitting next to him, yes.
All of them having a grand old time right now.
It is the Tarek era, Anders.
You've said that for a long time, Moses, and I don't know how you realized, how you knew, but it just turned out to be right. I'm always impressed by that. Cloud9 in the grand finals, wouldn't that be something?
That would be. I mean, an incredible story as well. Hasn't been, what, Cologne 2016, the last time a North American team got to the finals with Team Liquid?
You're absolutely right. The second half is going to be coming up here. Make some noise, Boston! It's 13-2, and Cloud9 are 3 away from taking it. Skadoodle with a couple of headshots. Tarek with 1 more, and now Fallen and Taco. They didn't even get a chance to get on this map.
They're not leaving any breathing room for SK. They're taking the fight to him at all fronts. Such quick kills from Skadoodle. That's from window to top mid as well. I'm sure we'll see that again on the replay, but incredible shots to hit. Fallen's got utility, but never got a chance to use it. And what do you do here in a 2-on-4? Cloud9, they've got everything covered.
Right now they're waiting. Want to see if they can get a kill. Fallen's got the angle into the bomb site. That could be one opportunity. Maybe Taco, if he can stay alive and get a kill over here. Well, that's a good start. Fallen taking down Skadoodle. Kenny, best automatic. That would open it up so much. Now they've dragged a rotation out of the A-bomb side, and Taco's waiting for it, but maybe not patiently enough. He was so far in the bomb site that Stewie realized now he's getting shot in the back, and they're also running out of time here. 30 seconds. This has to be a quick kill, and it will be. Great shot coming in. Taco looking for a bit more. Suddenly from a 2-on-4 into a 2-on-2 with 25 seconds as they're making their way onto that A-bomb site. This would be a huge turnaround, exactly what SK need. There's Rush taking one down. Every time there's a window, it gets closed by Cloud9 immediately. Taco now, 10 seconds left in a 1 versus 2. They're both waiting for him. They have the angles. He's out in the open, and Taco gonna get 1 headshot. There's 3 seconds left, running into the corner. 2 seconds, and Cloud9 gonna win the round. Oh my God! He just had to hide. Taco, he just couldn't catch him.
What an incredible effort from Fallen and Taco, though. Taco especially there at the end. Just too much of a deficit to start from in that round. Beautifully played by Cloud9, and Rush definitely getting the bomb carrier on A ramp. That peek out, a couple shots out towards Palace just to keep Taco pinned in, and then he sneakily peeks over towards ramp. That's the initial shot you needed. SK almost brought that back. But the door is closing ever more. 14-2.
Very hard and long comeback in store here for SK Gaming. They have had nothing working for them up until this point. There's been no money. They've been able to control none of the map when they were on that CT side. No buffer at all here. This is not what I was expecting going into this game.
No, not at all. SK Gaming kind of reverting back to some old school ways of playing with Phelps. If you remember back to his time in Immortals on this map, he loved being aggressive in window room, and they're letting him do his thing to try and spark something in this game. He can make a play here. This is the X factor. Skadoodle, he spots it out. He can't win the battle. Only a USP. The scout was not what you wanted to use there. So he's given SK a chance into this round.
And you're absolutely right. That is a return to previous style coming in from Phelps. Great opening. They need much more of that. Rush on the bomb side. He's got a little bit of backup, and he's going to go down. That's a straight headshot from Fallen. Taking down Rush, and now Stewie hiding and trying to escape. He's going to get completely caught by Taco. That will be automatic and tearing now. They should be an easy round for SK Gaming. 5 versus 2. Even if they don't have all the armor they need, they shouldn't be giving them many fights right now. Wait until they're on the bomb side. One headshot there should not make a big difference, and Cloud9, you can tell that not quite feeling it either.
No, Tarek just wants to get this one more kill, and Taco's not presenting himself, so they're going to slowly try and back away. I mean, Phelps gives them the opening, but it's that shot from Fallen onto Rush in the bomb site that really secures it. It's an awkward range for Stewie to be fighting with 3 different choke points, and you can see just the panic of trying to escape. They are hunting down these remaining weapons. Automatic obviously wants to keep his. A 3rd round for SK, first of the second half, as they try and mount this almost insurmountable comeback.
They really can't make any more mistakes at this point. This is so quick.
This scout's been on point today, hasn't it? If you go back to the first series they played against Fnatic.
That's exactly the kind of thing that should make you, just stop and freeze for a moment, because it can be easy to forget when you watch the whole map almost like this, and it just seems like Cloud9 are cruising through. Don't forget who these SK players are.
Well, Sue and Rush in the pregame interview said they wanted to see Skadaddy. He's at 20-7 with 118 ADR.
This is something else. We've seen high peaks from him in the past, but usually there's been so far between that we haven't really been able to count on him. This tournament is something else for him, and if he's sort of peaking now, carrying them into the grand finals, that would be just about the right timing. 14-3 as the timeout is cancelled here, and we're going to head into the 18th round with a little bit more equipment on the SK side, but there's still some left on Cloud9.
I mean, they buy up into this around the FAMAS that was saved, the MP9 that was saved. They want to fight for it. There's some scouts shot ringing out, nothing landing. Tarek allowing time to pass for the shots to ring through the smoke. He's going to cross over. Look at this lean, though, towards the A side of the map. Tarek's going to shift over to cover the B bomb site. But a heavy defense is being mounted here.
Doodle is, they've got to set up. If they peek into this connector, they're going to see Stewie first, and then if they focus on that a little bit too much, Kadoodle is going to come bouncing out with that CZ75. So let's see if that works out. Very simple plan, but it can be tremendously effective if you do it right.
I mean, SK is set up right now to punish some kind of aggression or peek in from connector or window, some kind of delayed peek, maybe with a flash over. They had a lot of people here, especially from underpass looking. They're trying to apply minimal pressure and force Cloud9 into a mistake. It's not working at the moment. There's a great spam kill from Fur crossing over. Phelps in position again to do what he does best, which is take over this window room. Gain map control, gain ground for SK.
48 seconds. Got to keep an eye on that clock right now if you're on SK. Stewie taking a headshot quick with the FAMAS, and Fur goes down subsequently. Phelps trapped in the corner. Rush is taking down Taco now, a 3 versus 4, and they're running into the stack. It's a huge problem right now for SK Gaming. You've got 20 seconds left. They can't possibly lose this round. It's Tarek getting a kill long range, taking down Phelps and Cold Zero, jumping around the corner. Finally, they open up the B-bomb side, but the bomb is trapped. Can he even pick it up right now? 9 seconds, he has to go immediately. No, he doesn't. There's no time. They're going to lose the round. Map point here for Cloud9.
That is something out of a movie. Fallen tries to throw the bomb to his teammate. He knows he can't make it up catwalk, and he's just trying to pass it along so that he can make it. And Cold Zera, maybe a second's hesitation on that. I don't know if he would have had time either way, but SK just slow plays that so very much that they have no utility to make it anywhere onto the site. They run into the stack. When they get pushed away there's no smokes or flashbangs left to cover their change of attack over towards the B bomb site. So 15-3, that's desperation for SK. They've got the scout, they've got the MAC-10 and the pistols, and it's a classic B rush.
They've got plenty of flashbangs. That grenade gonna land right in between, does a lot of damage. They're on the other side waiting. Cloud9 ready, close out the map, automatic and Tarek combining for 3 kills, even a team killing there. It's Cold Zero left in a 1 and he's got no chance. Skadoodle will take him down and Cloud9 crushing SK on map number 1. Unbelievable scenes here in Boston, 16-3.
It doesn't sound much like a library in here right now. The crowd loving it.
American Counter-Strike has had such a low rate of